Holy shit, this is fun. A star is born. What's up?
Johnny?
Oh my God.
Coffee for you, sir.
It's been so, you're so too kind. Thank you so much. I am suiting up. I brought a coat. I have some heated riding gloves, and we're gonna take a trip to a park and talk a little bit more about his bike. All right, so I could document the experience, I'm throwing on a chest cam, and I am putting on a winter coat. Just so you know, it is cold today. For those of you that didn't watch Brent's e-bike community spotlight, this is a fully modified Z1, and I will be riding that right now. Just to recap, what does this have? This is a 3,000 watt or a 5?
This is a 3,000 watt 4T QS motor. It's got a 20S 8P 72 volt pack, so that's a 72 volt pack.
Okay.
Molly cells, so it can push like, I don't know what's 8 times 45. It can push a lot.
300, over 300.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I have it. It's pulling from what they call it's like the baby version of the Onyx controller. The Onyx controller can do 300 DC. This one can do like 200.
Okay.
But it's still very quick.
Got it. Well, we'll find out right now.
So this is like the slightly slower version of Mackey's bike, basically.
No, you know, did I ride? Yeah, I think I did ride Mackey's bike.
You rode Mackey's bike with his old tune.
I did?
Yeah, it wasn't fully turned up. Now it's not even fully turned up. It's like 80%, and it's fucking crazy.
Oh shit!
It's fucking crazy. Like his bike might be
insane.
faster than my Sur.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I have to revisit Mackie then. I'm stoked. All right, so this is a thumb throttle. All right.
Thumb throttle. Pedals are in an awkward spot. You barely need them. Yeah.
It'll be like my foot pegs.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm following you. Let's talk about this. Oh my God, steering on this thing is so awkward. All right, so this is a hardtail. There's zero suspension in my ass, and I am feeling it. Oh, steering is very awkward. But damn, does this baby move. All right, so I have winter gloves on, so my gripping isn't the best in the world. Pushing that throttle is a little bit awkward, but the power on this thing is insane. Oh shit. I feel like I gotta hold on for dear life. Woo. All right, braking is really good.
Hey guys, I'm Brent, also known as Brently Builds on Instagram. This is my Sur build. It's a bit of an update. So last I spoke with Mr.E, she was already pretty quick. But I wasn't really happy with the controller setup I had, and you know, I get itchy hands and eventually want to start changing other parts. So I've done that, and to talk about that a little, the biggest update is the Far Driver. I have a Far Driver ND 72680 controller on it now, from China, and it's really good. I would say it's probably a nice in between a Bach 4000 and like Bach 8000. I've ridden a couple Bach 8000 bikes. I still think that controller might have a little bit more potential on the top end specifically, but I don't like that you can't tune Bachs without passwords. It's not for me, so I'm going open tuning here. Yeah.
Open source, is that what
it's technically not open source because it's not you can't customize the code. Yeah, you can't mess with the code, but it's you don't need passwords, and yeah.
you have the flexibility to go in there and do whatever.
Yeah, and it's very tunable. I'm coming from a Sabaton 200 72 200. I had a locked and unlocked one. Both of them were quick. The unlocked one obviously a little bit quicker, but the far driver is so far much better. Sabotons aren't really made for mid drives. I just kind of made it work for a mid drive. So the far driver is typically geared toward a mid drive setup, so it works better for Surons. But yeah, it's really tunable. You can change a lot of things. we can go into a whole video about that if you want to, Johnny. But yeah, it's very tunable and I like it a lot. Got this cool mounting plate and bash guard from a homie out in China, Tech Q something. I'll send you the link. But yeah, he's a really good guy. So right now I'm running the controller pretty much at its limit. There's a couple settings that I could make slightly higher, but effectively I have it set up to push 350 battery amps and a top end of 680 phase. So it's a good amount of power. If you're running a really small wheel and high or taller gear like I'm running right now, it's insanely quick. It's definitely more torquey than speed oriented at the moment because I'm using the slightly higher than stock, a 54 tooth gear on the rear wheel with these 14s. It's just what I had lying around. I'm going to put the 48 tooth back on it, but for now it's kind of fun. It only really does like 50, 53 at the moment, but I'm going to change the gearing to at least get me up to like 60. That's plenty. I'm not one of those guys that needs to do 80 on a Suron. It's a light bike. I don't have a death wish.
That is insane.
Yeah, I don't need to do.
You can even get that.
Yeah.
You can go that fast on one of those things. It's insane.
I could even do that with these wheels. Like I could change to like a 40 tooth gear and like change the motor gear as well and get to 80 even on 14s. Cool. So but yeah, that's a little bit about the controller. I really recommend it if you guys are kind of tuners and are capable. I would definitely get a far driver. They're kind of like underground right now in the Suron world, I think, but I think they have a lot of potential.
There's a lot of hype and a lot of talk actually going on about the
far driver. Oh no shit.
Now.
Well,
for me anyway, I'm just learning about it.
Yeah.
So I'm glad I'm here.
Well, the Jersey guys are kind of the only ones really running them out here. Yeah, like because my buddy Fran put one on his S2, and that thing cooks. Yeah, it's stupid. It's like it's faster than that bike by a little bit, but probably not as fast as Mackey's. But it's stupid. It's stupid fast. But yeah, it's really fun on a mid-drive setup as well. So +1 for far driver. Get the new model. Don't get the old black ones with the thin heatsink. Get the one with the 1-inch thick heatsink that are the new models. They don't have as many Bluetooth issues either. All right, so other mods I've done recently. The most obvious one are these 14-inch Supermotos. They're from Flow Wheels, running 100 by 80 tires. I like them a lot. I honestly kind of got them on a whim. I was running those really big 19-inch stock wheels with motorcycle tires, the Avon Roadrunners. I like that setup a lot. It's very comfortable. It's very stable, especially with an extended swing arm. But I wanted a little bit more nimbleness, and I frankly didn't need like the top speed that I was getting with the 19s. It made the bike really fast. So I wanted some torque and nimbleness for like city riding. So when I found a post selling these guys, shot an offer. The seller was really nice, some guy up in Mass, and he gave them to me for that offer. So I definitely appreciate that. Shout out to him. But they're really fun. They makes the bike very nimble. You definitely notice bumps a little bit more, but I think it's better than what a 12-inch would be. I think the 12s. I've only ridden a bike like around the block with 12s, and it was really fun. But you could feel every single bump. You still feel it with these, but it's just a little bit less and a little bit more manageable, and it's more similar to like a Super 73 wheel. Like the 20 by 4s. So that's kind of what I come from. So I like it a lot.
I also also like
Yeah.
the fact that it looks more like a toy.
Yeah.
It does not look so much like a dirt bike.
Yeah.
Riding the original setup, to me, it looks more like a dirt bike and like attract attention from like law enforcement and things like that.
I think so. Because Surons definitely are in the gray area of like legality. And with the big wheels, I definitely looked like a motorcycle going down the street, especially with like the extended swing arm and like my long seat. I looked like a straight up motorcycle without a plate. So this is, I definitely fit more into like this, like, you know, moped category now, I feel like. Yeah.